Yeah.
Levels look like levels.
Do they?
Yeah, maybe.
You don't need to be awake for this part, Marty. This is really all you need.
Let's see if I make it this far. All right.
You probably won't. we know he's really checked out. We hooked up the CPAP before he starts.
That's a very niche ASMR stuff.
Somebody's gonna jerk off to it. We just don't know who. And we don't want to know who.
I mean,
That depends if it ever makes it online.
this
This is a lot of F's.
apparently the stuff we've already put out somebody's jerked off to.
Yeah,
Yeah, when up to 20 people or whatever listen to it.
Yeah,
I don't judge them. They don't judge me.
I judge them.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't know what to bet. With Bandcamp, I'm able to look up stats for how everyone touches it. With that other one, that I used to do this one, fuck if I know. It tells me what was downloaded yesterday, because you can tell I checked this on a daily basis. It's like, no one downloaded it yesterday. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
That's most days. What are you talking about?
Alright. So, right off the bat, we get the German title, which is definitely better.
Yep, decidedly.
This one, German title, which is just completely in English as well.
Oh yeah. That's awesome.
Dimension X.
Yeah.
Great.
Which is just what I refer to the place as.
No, it should be. That is much better. That is much better.
Yeah.
So has it got Krang?
I
Maybe?
wish. It technically could.
If only we knew. So it opens on they're in the office at night, and they're getting ready to go out.
For some party thing.
They're going to Lou's new club.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Lou Rawls gets mentioned, but does not appear in this episode.
Does not appear.
Yeah, don't get your hopes up.
No, I was about to say.
No. In fact, later Hoffa's pretty upset that he's missing Lou Rawls.
No, he's upset throughout most of the episode. Frankly. I can't blame him.
Yeah. So Hoff's getting in his asshole tuxedo,
It is an asshole tuxedo. It's
where he
true.
refuses to wear a bow tie, and instead he has one of those weird, just like
It's like a choker with like a gem on the front.
It's like a cummerbund for his throat.
Yes.
It was a thing that, like, do you remember in the Cosby Show when they would wear those weird ties that just went like this?
Oh, no.
It was like that, but instead of going like that, it was just like that, and then it's like it.
Weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was. And he's like, I don't wear ties, then I wear this asshole thing.
No, the fact that he doesn't, the fact that he's like a tie, and meanwhile he's wearing this bullshit. Like he could like anything else. He could just go with nothing there, and it would be look better than this garbage.
And then Angie's like, holds up a bow tie. It's like tuxedo, asshole, tuxedo, asshole.
That is basically not literal, not a quote, but it is effectively what she said.
Yeah.
And she's not wrong. It's fuck anybody who decides to dress like that.
Yeah.
Once again, I judge you.
So, this is the first. So then we get Ashley comes in, who I remember the episode description described as her sister. Not really her sister.
No, not her sister.
Classmate.
Well, actually, wasn't it like sorority sister or something like that? Were they sisters in college or something?
Well, they were like classmates. They never mentioned anything about sorority. That was just what you imagined. In your
Maybe. Well, I thought it was I thought they knew each other from college.
Yeah, they knew each other from college.
Yeah.
But they never said anything about it.
They never said anything that's
No.
No, this is true. I didn't think they did. I was just implying that from the word from the knowledge of the word sister before, and also college. So yeah, anyway.
College.
So, yeah, just like Belushi's shirt in Animal House.
Yes, 100%.
So evidently Ashley and John. We don't know who this John is, but it's John.
He's a John.
They basically there's Ashley and John just technobabbled a bunch of shit out. They were using lasers.
Yeah.
And they made a convergence that created a physical force field that is a time-space anomaly. And objects come and go from it.
The best part about that particular sequence is Angie immediately understands the implications of all of the nonsense that is being spouted.
So their decisions, which is at least for them fairly logical. They call Teague and they head to the lab that this is happening at.
Yeah.
So so they just basically repeat a lot of the similar technobabble.
Yeah.
Which,
again, makes no sense.
No, it doesn't. It makes no sense at all. And then they throw a Nerf football into the spotlight of doom because this.
Oh yeah, the force field, the convergence.
Their convergence force field, whatever, is just
hilarious.
Like those like halogen ceiling lamps that have like the metal lampshade and it's just like a cone, like a harsh spotlight cone that comes down. Mm-hmm. That's the scientific anomaly.
That's the force field that they have created.
This convergence force
in this tiny ass room.
Yeah. With like tape reels in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we have for that's just what the budget had in it. Mm-hmm. And they had to sacrifice the Nerf football later.
Yeah.
So they have Hoff stand on the opposite side of the spotlight of doom. And then Dr. John throws the football to Hoff and then it disappears in the spotlight of doom. Mm-hmm. And he's like, wait.
He's like...
And then he's like, and it should be coming out now. And then
it's like 7 seconds or whatever.
And then the ball comes out and Hoff catches it, but it hits him in the junk.
Yeah.
And then he immediately contradicts what just happened by saying that the time interval is always different.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he knew to the second when it would come out, but it's supposed to be random every time.
Yeah.
Seems legit.
Yeah.
And the best part about this super weird space warp thing in this tiny room that's with the spotlight taking up the middle. There's 3 feet of clearance around on all sides, and they've done nothing to tape this off or nothing.
Yeah,
it's just a spotlight in this room.
It's true.
That is way too small.
Yeah, they didn't even get out those velvet ropes that just strip you. They didn't even do that.
Yeah, they've done zero to prevent anything from getting into this stuff.
Yeah,
this thing that will probably just slice your arm off for all they know.
So Angie's like, well, have you tried organic material? And she grabs an apple. And she throws the apple in. And then a jar comes out. And it's apples go in, jars come out. You can't explain that.
Yeah. Did they mention how long that they set that up? I know they created the little force field thing recently, but did they mention that they ever did it this afternoon or a week ago?
They didn't really say.
Okay, I didn't remember.
And so they're like, well, that's interesting. And then some green glowy arms just they pop out, and evidently this is where it kind of acts like a video game because as soon as the green arms appear, the frame rate drops to about 3 per second.
Yeah. A little bit like Creepers Peepers type. Action.
Yeah. But not quite, because it's not as blurry. It's just still that.
And he drags Ashley.
Yeah, grabs Ashley and Angie, because Angie's holding Ashley. She's
That's right. She tries to stop.
Yeah, she's like, no, don't take Ashley, and they both go. And then Hoff's like, fuck it, I'm going.
And they just immediately disintegrated. For all we know.
Yeah.
Again, they're way too not serious about the safety of this thing. But yeah, Hoff jumps in after them.
Yeah,
because Hoff.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going in Dimension X, motherfucker. And then you get a little more Jeepers Creepers vision from them landing, from Hoff landing, And then Dr. John just like, just screaming. And then the cold open ends at 6 minutes 30 seconds. A fairly brisk cold open for Baywatch Nights at this point.
Yeah.
Dr. John does what he does for most of the episode and just freaks out some more.
Yeah, he's the worst. He makes Teague look good.
Well, and Teague actually shows some likability in this episode for just being pissed off at
Also,
Dr. John.
Also true. Well, I mean, I'm even comparing him to to previous.
Yeah,
Teague.
I know. But then Teague distances himself even more. Mm-hmm. Teague just needed a Teague to Teague, huh?
I think that might be true.
I think I've heard that song.
So Teague calls some of his people to find out if like anything's showing up on satellite imaging, just to see if they can figure out anything that's going on. Nothing though.
Apparently not.
Yeah. So then Huff's walking through some more Jeepers Creepers vision, and also some hard Dutch angles.
Yep.
And then he gets not really attacked, kind of.
Werner Herzog's name?
Dutch angles?
Hard Dutch angles.
That would be his porn name if he was a porno.
Or he's like
curves to the left.
Oh, maybe it was his IMDb handle, like the message board handle.
Yeah, that's good either.
But he doesn't really get attacked. He just kind of gets bumped into by this burlap sack man.
Yeah, there's a lot of that in this particular episode. There's a lot of burlap sack men.
Yeah,
just kind of sort of hanging around in the periphery.
And then the guy just kind of like bumps him. He jumps off of something, bumps into Hoff, and just kind of runs by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a Jawa.
Yeah. It's like a Jawa, a Tusken Raider, and a Sackboy from Little Big Planet, all banged.
Pretty accurate.
It's Werner Herzog.
I'm beginning to think you don't know who that is.
He thinks everything weird is Werner Herzog.
No, I'm just, it's one.
You're just fighting the sleep any way you can.
So Ashley's just somewhere else, just by herself.
Yeah, she's somewhere else by herself. And
Hoff's walking around.
freaking out.
Yeah, Hoff's found a piece of rebar. And this is all taking place in this weird, like, warehouse kind of place. And
I thought of it as what looks like a really cool paintball course.
I figured this was the Baywatch Nights haunted house.
Yeah, these are both accurate statements. As weird as that may sound, those are both accurate statements. That's basically the situation because it's, yeah, it's.
And you can even see Baywatch Dimension X is a Baywatch Nights haunted house.
No, I believed you. The whole area is like your standard post-apocalyptic shitty urban area basically, but also inside.
Yeah.
So there's like collapse. There's what is it? There's barrel fires everywhere.
Yeah. There's pallets.
There's pallets. There's like collapsed pillars and rebar sticking out of it.
Yeah.
Which is where the rebar came from. And all that sort of shit. All the sort of stuff you expect from that scenario.
Yeah.
As I mentioned,
it's like an Escape from New York escape room.
Yeah. As I mentioned, it looks like a cool paintball course. Oh, of course, fog machines.
Yeah. Oh yeah, constant fog. The whole thing just fog all
the time.
Yeah. So Angie finds like a rubber ducky and like a teething ring, and she's like, "Humans have been here."
Yeah. He stumbles upon Angie. It's like this is they like figure out that it was already in another dimension.
That's what they. So
they theorized it. Before.
Yeah. Angie immediately like he comes across Angie, and she immediately like fucking alternate dimension. Just immediately. That's just.
It has to be what this is.
Yeah. And
I think the first thing is the first thing was actually like time travel, wasn't it?
No, they get to time travel because of the newspaper.
Oh, that's later.
Yeah. First is alternate dimension.
Yeah.
And then she finds the duck in the thing. She's like, humans have been here. And then Hoff's like, no. Or she starts going, fucking, this is alternate dimension.
Yeah, she starts rattling off her theories.
Yeah, and Hoff's like, no, that's not right. The ozone layer, it left and everything got fucked up.
Everything lit on fire.
Yeah, everything got burnt up. And
Seems legit.
she's like, why do you think that? And he's like, LA Times. And just like headline, like ozone layer gone, everything burnt up.
Yeah, that is
Yeah, it's a pristine LA Times, by the way.
yeah, it's in very good condition
Yeah.
for where he found it.
And so then they also find some weird, like, giant eggshells. And they're like, I don't know what those are from. Neither do we, because that's the end of that.
Yeah. As far as that's pretty much it. They just
Yeah.
They're like,
I mean, burlap marauders might hatch out of giant eggs. We're not sure.
that's possible. Possible.
I think they had that on Best of the Worst.
Burlap marauders. It does sound like
Well, that's
that's
what-
the worst.
Well, the thing is after later another character calls them marauders, and I just referred to them as burlap marauders for the rest of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they hear Ashley scream somewhere, and then they try to fucking track her down.
Yeah, but she's having her own little freak out adventure.
Yeah, which is mostly screaming.
It's mostly screaming and running. Don't
Yeah.
forget that.
So back to Dr. John. He's just fucking freaking out now.
Actually, I remember I described. I thought of most of her adventure was basically the last part of the Thriller music video.
It's like if you mix that with like those Meatloaf music videos,
Yeah.
Bat Out of Hell, where
That
he's
also,
just running through a mansion.
Yeah, basically just cross those over, and that's pretty much what you got.
Yeah. So yeah, Dr. John's like, we fucking fucked this up. I can't believe it.
He's like, she's fucking dead.
Yeah, and he explains that they fucked around with some lasers before, and like it exploded and it killed 2 people. Then we cut back to Dimension X.
Guys just not good with lasers. From what I
Yeah, they
figured.
should just leave lasers alone. Back in Dimension X, the Burlap Marauders are just kind of shuffling around in the fog and not doing anything. They're just
Yeah. Well, what is it? Angie and Hoff are moving through the various ruins and shit. You see them a lot. Just sort of. You see the Burlap Marauders a lot. Just hanging out in the background. Usually Angie and Hoff don't even notice them. But they're just sort of around so that the viewer knows they're just around.
yeah.
Once again, it is very haunted house.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. This is
Where you
like,
you see something moving.
Yeah.
And blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
As I wrote, Burlap men respect distances because Dimension X is a haunted house.
Yeah.
And then we cut back to Teague, who's just telling Dr. John to get his shit together.
Yeah. And Dr. John just continues to freak out.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, there's a little more to it. It's basically that.
No, it is basically that.
So then, back in Dimension X, Angie and Hoff call through like a pipe, and they find an old guy in a pile of clothes.
Yeah.
So this guy basically looks like a dollar store Donald Sutherland.
Oh yeah.
And he's just laying on a pile of clothes, dying.
Yep. Yeah. I think they locate him because he's doing his death cough.
Yeah. And he explains that the sun burned up people in cities.
Yeah.
And then the Burlap Marauders came and attacked the survivors.
And that's it.
Yeah. Who gathered here in this haunted house. But he's also... he was Angie's physics professor in college. Yeah.
Yeah. In her dimension, anyway.
Yes. And since we know that this is now Earth Future, it's a future version of her professor. And
Which is super convenient.
yeah. And then and his name was Dr. Arnold. And then immediately after we cut back to Teague just getting pissed at Dr. John some more. And Dr. John's like, I don't know what to do. And then Teague's like, just do something and just do it. And he just fucking throws a cup through the portal again.
Yeah. Once again, Dr. John just continues to freak out and be like,
Yeah.
I killed my girlfriend.
I like Teague's, like, not even genre savvy. I like his show savvy here, where he's like, this is Baywatch Nights. Just do something and it'll work out.
Well, I mean,
it's like a reverse war game. Like, the only way to lose is not to play.
Well, around this time, it becomes apparent that they have just no fucking clue.
No.
Dr. John has no fucking clue about anything.
No, he just shoots lasers at stuff and sees what happens.
Yeah, he's the worst.
Nothing wrong with shooting lasers at stuff and see what happens.
Well, I mean, apparently for him it is. He found out a way to kill 2 people with it accidentally, and also like dimension door his girlfriend.
Yeah.
But this is the Baywatch Nights universe. That's like a win-win.
It's not a win-win. 2 people are dead, Marty. And also his girlfriend is getting groped by burlap marauders now.
Yeah. So, Ashley finds Dr. Arnold's notes.
Yeah.
Just laying out somewhere else.
Yeah, she just wanders into a room.
It's not even like it's like a cell.
Yeah, it's true. It is like a cell.
I don't know why Dr. John lived in a prison cell, but walked to a pile of clothes to die. But this is the life of Dr. John.
Yeah, Professor Arnold. Rather.
Yeah, Professor Arnold. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish Dr. John would die in a pile of clothes.
Yeah, he fucking deserves it. Dr. Arnold, as far as I know, did nothing wrong. Dr. John has killed 2 people.
Yeah.
But yeah, she just fucking stumbles upon his notes in this random ass room, which looks like a cell, while she's being chased by the burlap marauders.
Yeah.
Well, just after they just after they groped her.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna come and grope her some more.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The circle of growth is complete.
Meanwhile, Hav and Angie are just fucking wandering around.
Still looking for Ashley.
Yeah.
Still
And there's
still blissfully unaware of her.
Yeah, and basically the way this actually happens is it's like shots Angie and Hoff wandering. Ashley finds Dr. Arnold's notes. They're just wandering some more.
Mm-hmm.
And then Hoff's like, "Oh, look, my watch has stopped." And then Angie's like, "I wish I had." She doesn't even say a Geiger counter. She says, "I wish I had something to measure radiation."
Oh, that is what she said. Isn't it?
Yes, it is. And then they get jumped by some burlap marauders, and they just fucking throw them over the rail.
Yeah.
Like, Hoff just immediately just grabs him and just, yeah. And then the second one comes out, and then, like, Eddie punches him, and then he's like, "What?" Just falls over.
Yep.
Well,
that does anger the swarm. As I
yeah.
recall.
Yeah. And then they just get cornered. And then, this is, like, maybe the funnest part of the episode is where Andy's like, Hoff's like, "Okay, we gotta jump." And he's like, "What do you mean jump?" He's like, just like, PE, man, just tuck and roll. And she's like, "I didn't take PE, I took dance." He's like, "Dance, fantastic, you know how to move." He's like, I took tap dance." He's like, "Fucking tap dance!" And then he's like, "All right, well, fuck this." And he just takes street bar. He's like, "Hold on to my belt." And then he just fucking charges through these burlap riders, just beating him with the free bar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which, like, to be fair, at this point in the episode, they should, like, Angie and Hoff shouldn't fear the burlap marauders. The marauders should fear Angie and Hoff. Because they've murdered at least 4 of them now.
Yeah, probably.
The 2 that went over the rail. And at least 2 of those ones that got brained with the rebar died.
Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, then they get away. Dr. John, he's back in our dimension just giving up hope.
Yeah. He's like, "There's no chance. I can't do anything. All I know how to do is kill people with lasers."
It's kind of funny because Dr. Arnold is a bit like a Dark Souls NPC you would find.
Yeah.
Who just like, "I'm dying and I'll talk to you a little bit and then blah."
I'll give you some.
And Dr. John is like the rambling madman you would find.
Yeah. You would find his ass in like a prison cell.
Yeah.
And he just screaming about how he's ruined everything.
Yeah. And then he would also die.
And then also die.
Yeah.
Because Dark Souls.
And then we cut back to Hoff lamenting about how Lou's not coming back in this episode, basically.
Yeah. He's like, "Fucking A, we should have gone to the Lou's party."
Yeah. So
Dumb bitch.
Yeah.
And her stupid fucking boyfriend.
Yeah, her boyfriend who doesn't know what to do with a fucking laser. So they find Ashley, and they dispatch a few more burlap marauders in the process.
Mm-hmm.
But Hoff discards his rebar, which I don't know why he just like dropped it in the middle of this fight. He just discarded it for the extra 2d6, I guess.
I don't know.
I immediately was like, oh no, he fucking... And he dropped it in a dumb way, too. He just, like, cross-checks one of them and just fucking drops it with him.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense, but to be fair, there is rebar aplenty in this split.
Yeah, but he never grabs another one.
I know he never grabs another one, but...
Yeah.
He should.
This is another... It's fucking Dr. John again.
Yeah.
Just giving up everybody else's hope now, because he's all out of hope to give up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Teague again, just like fucking...
Fuck you. Just do
Just
something.
whatever's in your dumb head, just spit it out.
You don't want that.
And Dr. John's like, fucking parallel universe, man. That's the only answer. And so...
Which is a garbage answer. But...
Yeah. And so Teague's like, alright, I gotta sacrifice this Nerf football. And stabs it with a knife. And puts a note in the Nerf football. Mm-hmm. It's like, if you're there, send it back. And then it throws it through. I don't know why he needed a note. He could have just wrote on the Nerf football.
Yeah. I don't know.
Or even just now.
Just write return to sender on a Nerf football, man. It's not that hard. So then Ashley's like, oh yeah, I found Dr. Reynolds' notes, and Angie's like, oh yeah, we fucking found him over there. He's dying in a pile of clothes. And so then like the Burlap Marauders like all like back off at this point.
Yeah, they're in like sort of a standoff at this point.
Yeah,
and then they back off for no good reason.
Yeah, apparently. and then Hoff's like, oh, and Angie's like, oh good, they're backing off, and Hoff's like, no, it's bad because little fish get scared off by the big fish. And it's like, maybe you're the big fish, Hoff. You've killed like 8 of these dudes. So they take Ashley to Dr. Arnold.
Then the stomping thing.
Yeah, there's some noise.
Yeah, I know, but the only follow up to the eggs, as far as I could tell, is they have like they after when he mentioned the big fish thing, is there's some noise in the distance that sounds like big heavy footsteps, like big stomps. So like, oh no, there's some big monster coming. No monster's coming.
No, there's no monster.
There's no monster. It's just big footsteps.
I think it's just marauders with pallets, just slapping them together.
It could be. I'm assuming they set up for the whatever lizard, the future dinosaurs.
Mecha Jogan.
Yeah, the Mecha Dyna Jogan that they set up for with the eggs, and they just put that in there because I think there's a commercial break there.
Yeah,
and. Then they're like, no,
and then like we got away from the mecha joke.
And they're like, oh no, wait, we don't have the budget to make to make a mecha dino joking.
Yeah.
So they just like, just move it along, move plot along. Anyway, they get back to Dr. O.
Yeah.
Or Professor O.
Yeah. Well, they do call him Doctor.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. Okay. And he tells Ashley, "Fucking, you fucked up, man. You fucking shouldn't have been here." And then she's like, yeah, I get that. How do we get out of here? He's like, yeah, fucking the way you came, dummies. And then he dies.
And then he dies. It is real dumb. It's like, I mean, you came in here through a portal, you go back through the portal.
Yeah. They're like, oh, well, I think of that. It's because you're retarded. That's why.
Welcome to Baywatch.
So then... Because your boyfriend's Dr. John.
Yeah. He's just a real dipshit.
He's the dumbest motherfucker around. He's dumber than Hoff, and Hoffer's explicitly a meathead in this series. So
they find Teague's football note, and Hoff's about to evidently
again just randomly wandering around, or they just.
Well, no, they went back to where they came.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's something.
Yeah.
I didn't process that at that point in the episode. I just find it because they just find everything else when there's wandering around.
You're just like me watching Revenge of the Sith. And this is the part where Lego Hoff comes out.
This is my Revenge of the Sith.
So I maintain this was more entertaining than Revenge of the Sith. That's beside the point.
Well, at least the lightsaber.
I mean,
fight.
That's a very low bar.
At least the lightsaber fight.
So yeah, they find the football, and then Hoff gets a. I don't even know. One of them had a pen. He just gets it from him.
Yeah, I don't know how they. That's the only reason I figured that he had to sacrifice the thing. He had to shove the pen in there somehow.
You think it was like no? Because he gets the pen from Ashley. I think.
Yeah, see, I know that's not true, but that's why I think he should have. That's the reason that it should have been the case, but that's not the case
No,
at all.
I think he thinks it's Terminator rules, and that you have to surround it in a Nerf football endoskeleton.
That's possible.
He's like, he's covered in Nerf organic material.
Or maybe he just wanted something that could.
I mean, that checks out with the rest of the series.
Or maybe he just wanted something to throw better than a piece of paper. But I don't know why he would need to use a piece of paper at all.
Yeah, he could have just wrote on the football.
Yeah, I guess. maybe he knows that the pen won't write on the football for some reason. I don't know. It's dumb. I don't know why I'm trying to justify this.
I don't know why you are either. I think he just wanted to stab a football.
I mean, yeah, that's a good reason, isn't he?
Yeah, everybody knows you can't use Sharpie on football. So. Wait.
So,
I mean, his Sharpie was like 80% dry, so. Anyway.
So they're getting ready to like Hoff writes a note. I don't even know what he wrote. I think he's just like, we're here.
Yeah, I believe that's what it is.
And then he's gonna throw it back in there. Like, no, we gotta go from above for some reason. Yeah,
they do not explain that well at all.
No, they don't. And then
they also don't really explain how they know where the convergence is really.
Yeah, no, they just kind of go, it's somewhere over here. We came out.
Yeah. I mean, they should know it's in the area, but also, unlike in our dimension, it's not a spotlight.
No, there's no spotlight there. So when they get up to this, like it really looks like a one of the places you'd have to jump into a car to pay in Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
And they throw the football, goes through. Like, all right, cool. And then Ashley's like, no, wait, we need Dr. Arnold's notes. And I'm like, God fucking damn it, why did you say... You were there, man.
Yeah, we were just there. We were like 30 feet away.
Yeah.
I didn't remember it then.
You had to go to the bathroom. We should have went before we left the house.
They need Dr. Arnold's notes because he has knowledge of the future climate change bullshit.
Yeah.
That's
he explicitly said he had tried to warn them and stuff.
And so that if they have those notes, they can do something to avert it.
Yeah. So then... Hoff like, fine, I'll go back. You guys go through, and then Angie and Hoff do the Han and Leia scene before Han goes in the carbonite.
Yeah.
But they fuck it up a little bit.
Yeah, they fuck it up a little bit, and also the positions are sort of reversed.
Yeah. And it's just worse because instead of saying I know, he says I know you do, and it's like, it just doesn't work as well.
It doesn't. It really does.
Plus, I mean, Hoff is no Harrison Ford.
There's that. There's, of course, that.
So then, Angie and Ashley go through. On the other side, Ashley just fucking sounds like a nutball.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's understandable. She did get extensively groped by burlap marauders.
Yeah, they were just all up in it.
Yeah.
To the last knuckle.
Yeah. And they had like 8 of them, so...
Yeah, because they're mutants and stuff. Yeah.
So Hoff speedruns the haunted house, gets the notes, he beats up a burlap marauder with them. And this is one of the funny parts. He like whacks him, and it's just like, there's a fan in Dr. Arnold's cell that he didn't die in. And this fan is like, it spins very slowly. It's just like, on like, a rotation per 3 seconds.
Yeah, no, it's the slowest fan you've ever seen.
And Hoff grabs him and shoves him against the fan, which is now not spinning. Clearly not spinning. Yeah. Whatever slow speed it was before, it's not doing that now. And then there's like a little background, like bzzz, and then the burlap marauder's dead.
Yeah.
He somehow got electrocuted. Like this fan just spins at 0.375 RPM, and would just 8 exposed wires sticking out of it.
The worst part too is they act like it's like he's being shoved into the fan and like it's like chopping him up a little bit. Like if it was moving super fast and he just shoved him in it.
Well, no,
it's part of the reaction is like that, but it definitely is that it shocked him.
Yeah,
but the way they the way they shoot it and the way they react to it
Yeah.
is like he's being shoved
Yeah,
into
but
it.
I think what happened was they go, oh shit, you can see the fan in this shot. And so they just shoved in the buzz.
Yeah, no, that's I'm sure that's the case.
Without thinking, I mean, Hoff's touching him.
Yeah.
If he's getting electrocuted, Hoff's also getting electrocuted here.
I figure that Hoff, since there's so much fog, he's gained enough moisture to be resistant to it.
I mean, I don't know.
Which is contradictory, I know.
Yeah, you're our expert here, Marty. How conductive is burlap? Maybe he's insulated himself with
true.
the burlap. But then the burlap guy dies. That doesn't make sense.
It just sounds like.
But it's
just
2
gonna-
layers of burlap for Hoff.
Yeah, maybe it's burlap man burlap. That's the insulator.
Yeah.
I don't know about insulator as much as an ignitable material. They're just gonna try.
But this is moist burlap.
Yeah, 'cause
you
a lot
gotta
of
remember
fog.
it's been in the fog machine for like 10 years.
Oh yeah. Like it's moist, so you know how water that has minerals and it doesn't
Yeah,
conduct electricity.
But the water increases Hoff's electricity resistance by default.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so then just Hoff just runs back. And
I like how I could say that and you just go, that's true. Yeah, that makes sense. That fucking nonsense sentence. You're like, yeah,
it
100%.
It makes more sense in this episode.
It's true. That is true. That is definitely.
Anyway, Hoff pops through the portal. That's literally the next thing that happens.
Yeah, he just immediately through the portal. Forget about the travel back. He killed that one marauder and that's it.
Yeah. And they're like, "Oh, you got the notes." And then
he kind of stumbles out of
Yeah.
the portal and like bumps into one of the various machines that they have.
Yeah.
And it sort of zaps him. Not enough to kill him, even though it should have a lot more power than that fan did. Yeah, maybe burlap marauders are super vulnerable to electricity. Maybe that's a problem.
I don't know.
They don't have electricity more in their time, so.
All of the electricity they have powers that one fan that spins very slowly. Because there's no more electricity in that place either.
Yeah, no.
Everything else is just barrel fires. Anyway, the notes are all burned up.
Yeah, presumably when he rammed him into the what is it? What do you call them? Tape machine thing?
Yeah, they were like reel-to-reel tape
Yeah,
machines that
big nebulous science machines.
Yeah.
Basically.
Talking DAT tapes.
Yeah, like that.
All right.
Yeah, so yeah, burnt up the notes, so there was no reason for him to risk his life.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
forgot I wrote this. But anyway, so yeah, they're like, and Andrew's like, "Oh, it was the metal rings," and I'm like, "Well, Hoff had a metal watch on.
yeah.
Why isn't his arm burned off?"
And also, like, right after that happened, the power like goes down.
Yeah, and the
So the
and
convergence-
Spotlight of Doom is gone.
Yeah.
And so then like we get the wrap up scene, which Andy's trying to like just repeat more psychobabble that just doesn't make any sense. She's like, the convergence created a Mobius, and I was like, shut up.
Yeah, the technobabble is real garbage in this episode.
Yeah, it's real
it
bad.
is among the worst I've ever seen.
And then the way I chose to sum this up in my notes was that basically Hoff tells her to converge on his dick.
That is basically what happened. Because Hoff was like, you told me you loved me, so let's bang.
And
We've been going over this like for
yeah,
like 2 seasons now.
yeah, and then she's like, but
Doesn't count.
yeah, I only said that because I thought we were dying, and then Hoff's like, we are dying, the future is doomed, and we're gonna burn up in the sun, so we should bang when we have the chance.
And as I recall, it wasn't super far in the future.
No, they were like 1999. It was like 5 years in the future.
Yeah.
Was what they posted at LA Times.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
So it's like,
It checks out.
get to it.
Yeah. If you've got 5 years of bone left, you get all 5 in. And yeah, they just basically go back and forth like that for like 30 seconds.
While the credits start to roll. Yeah.
And then boo boo doo boo ba doo boo boo.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's the episode.
Yeah. Like we said, like we said before, there's just there's a lot of things that aren't happening in this episode. There's a lot of just wandering around this paintball course.
And multiple things that happen, like, 3 or 4 times. Like,
also true.
Like, Dr. John is going, fucking, it's doomed, and she going, just shut the fuck up and do something. That's, like, all of their scenes together. Yeah. And it happens, like, 5 times.
Yeah. Again, Dr. John is the worst.
Yeah.
The worst.
Yeah. Teague's on him. It's pretty bad. So, yeah, this one... I'm... Like, my first reaction is to say terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it did not, like... Even though nothing happened... Nothing happened quickly. It didn't feel like it lasted forever.
Yes, that is also true.
But I'm not sure how much its brevity should be.
Yeah, brevity may be the soul of wit. You could put some more stuff in there.
Yeah.
My gut is in the 3 range, but I don't know what's around there.
So we have the first episode of the season, Terror of the Deep, is at a 3, which we ranked way too high at this point. 3.33, repeating, is Circle of Fear.
No, Circle of Fear. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was annoying for an entirely different reason.
And 4 is The Strike. I feel like this is definitely worse than The Strike.
Yeah, no, I definitely put it lower than The Strike.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like 3.5.
That's right where I was thinking. So
well, dead on.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little
better than the Circle of Fear just because it doesn't drop the ball with its thing. They're football. But it doesn't drop the ball. It just Dr. John is the worst.
Yeah.
In fact, if you want to put that on a note. 3.35, Dr. John is the worst.
Hold on, I'm gonna put an asterisk and then another asterisk at 0.0001 and just write Dr. John.
There you go. Perfect. Perfection. Because he's awful. I hate everything about him. He's the worst scientist I've ever seen on a news show.
Wait, what was those odds of me failing all those dice rolls together? Because that's his rating. 0.00195. Dr. John.
There you go.
Dr. John. Alright. So, our next episode... Oh boy. Okay, so... That's fun. Okay, so this one is titled Zargtha.
Zargtha.
Yeah.
As much as I want to say that it's like Zardoz, which would be excellent. There's no way that's the case.
I think this was our Zardoz.
This is close. You're right. This is closer to our Zardoz. Well, before my joke guess was vampires, so my new joke guess is werewolves now, I believe. So I'm going to go with werewolves.
Marty? Zargtha is the name.
Zargtha? That sounds like a demon name.
Alright, this is the rare case for Andre, despite I don't remember him actually saying werewolves before. He's pretty much hit the nail on the head here.
Well,
Maybe.
I don't. Well, I mean, we were lied to before, so I don't. I don't know if that was my. I don't know if that's my new joke. If I had mentioned that before, because I don't know if I'd gotten back to the joke guess well. But that was what I figured.
Now
be the parade.
This might be pretty far off, knowing how they write these sometimes. But it is Angie and Hoff investigate when a monster resembling a wolf attacks teenage runaways in an abandoned building about to be demolished. So that's werewolf is as close as you can get to that.
Yeah. Without reading that exact quote.
Yeah. Oh my god. This was released in 1997. So it's 2 years from the Earth burning up. Because they found the fucking thing that was dated 1999.
Oh.
And Angie's like, no, there's plenty of time. 2 years from the Earth ending.
You're right.
That's plenty of time.
I mean, you can do a lot of banging in 2 years. To be fair.
Oh yeah. It's more than enough banging in 2 years.
But well, see, the problem is that Angie's like, I'm still gonna wait a little bit.
Yeah.
I want you to get that burlap rod look.
Yeah.
They got a couple gropes in on me while we were fighting them, and turns out I liked it. Turns out that's what I'm into.
I think we can get some potato sacks.
So we have 7 episodes left.
I'm pretty sure if this isn't a werewolf, every guest from now on is going to be a werewolf.
Are you gonna run out of things to? If it's already vampires and werewolves, we got mummies. They haven't done mummies.
They
yet.
haven't done mummies.
They've not done mummies.
I don't think they've done. Barring the vampire, they haven't really done any sort of undead. And vampires are weird in terms of that, because
Yeah.
Sort of,
It was also a weird vampire.
it was a weird vampire in addition to that, but vampires are sort of half alive because they're bullshit.
Well, and this was also released around the same time as Mummies Alive.
If this one's mummies, I'm going to be real upset. But yeah, anyway.
Yep.
You know what? When did Mummies Alive come out?